Hey people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Tonight I'm looking at the Five Nights at Freddy's Freddy from Funko Toys. Say that 5 times fast. Now, full disclosure, I don't know much about Five Nights at Freddy's. My kids, they do. But I don't. I've seen them play it. I've seen YouTubers play it. I've been interested in it, but I've never had time to actually play it. In fact, I don't have a lot of time to play any video games anymore. But I saw this at Walmart. I thought it was an interesting action figure, and I love action figures, so I thought I'd give it a try. What's going to end up happening is this is probably going to the boy. So I'm happy. I get to mess with a brand new action figure, and he's happy because he gets a new action figure. So everybody's happy. Now the packaging, it's pretty basic. A card with a blister on it. It comes with a microphone, and it actually comes with a Build-A-Figure, your own spring trap, which actually just looks like all the other characters. Now there are more characters in the line. There's Bonnie, Chica, Golden Freddy, and Foxy, and then of course the spring trap. They all look like basically the same figure, just in different colors, except for Foxy. Foxy has some different limbs. But like I said, I'm interested in the action figure aspect of this, so I'm going to get him open, go over the articulation, the sculpt, that kind of thing. But as far as it being accurate to the game, I'm not sure. It looks like it is. From pictures I've seen, it looks like a pretty nice sculpt, actually. So I'm going to get this open. Okay, just tearing it open, getting it out of the blister, it's actually double packaged, almost like an import toy. So that's kind of nice. The packaging is kind of heavy for what it is. I found it at Walmart for like 12 bucks, so I wasn't expecting another layer of protection here, but it does have another blister on top of it. And there you go, out of the package. And out of the package, the sculpt is nice. The articulation is interesting, but it falls a little short. Now, like I admitted, I've never played the game. I've seen people play the game, though. It's scary. It's jump scares. And getting this out of the package, it is slightly creepy. I don't know if it's the eyes. They're just that dead, stare into your soul look. But like I said, the sculpt is nice. It's got a slight texture to it all over. It's not just flat plastic. There is a little bit of like almost fur, but not. It's kind of strange. But looking at the figure, there's some things that you would think moves, but it doesn't. In the package, I kind of thought the jaw would move. It doesn't open. It's just one solid piece for the head. It almost looks like the eyes are separate pieces, but they're either glued in or that's just a deep recess for the sculpt there. The ears, they don't do anything. I thought they might have because of the way they are attached. Nope, the hat doesn't come off. The waist, you would think there's a point there, but there's nothing there. It's just part of the sculpt. Same with the bottom knees. But going over the articulation, it's kind of a rod for the neck, and there is a ball at the top. You can get some side to side. You can get some up, and you can get a little bit of down. And then at the bottom, it kind of shimmies around, but that point was already loose, so it does just kind of jiggle around there. All the joints are balls, so it's just like a socket that goes on the ball joint. You get swivel all the way around here, out about that far. So it doesn't get really dynamic, and plus the more I've played with it, the looser it's gotten. It's more evident over here. It just kind of pops around, and that also happens a lot too. It pops off. Same with the elbows. You get about there. Not terrible. And it swivels on the ball. You have a swivel at the wrist. The hips are a ball, but you don't get a lot of movement out of it. You can get in and out. See, that happens too. You get a little forward, you get a little back, you get a little bit out. It's pretty much for stabilizing. And then the knee, it gets back about that far. And then another point that looks like it's there, but it's not, is the ankle. There's nothing there. That's just part of the sculpt, that cut. So yeah, it is kind of annoying with the joints popping off like they do if you overextend them. And the ball does get loose. It's not so much loose there. It'll hold there, but when you rotate it, it starts kind of loosey-goosey. He does come with a microphone. It's just pretty much a ball on a stick, but it does work. It goes in his hand and it sticks there. That's not bad. And then the spring trap arm, it's the same kind of joints. It's a ball at the top. So I guess when you get all the pieces, it pops together, or you can pop this onto here, and it works there too. In fact, it gets more range of movement than the regular arm because it doesn't have this cap on the ball on the socket. So you can get it all the way up. Just to give you an idea of scale, here he is with the Marvel Legends Black Panther. Yeah, a little bit shorter, but for 12 bucks, it's not terrible. So at the end of the day, it's an interesting figure, but it doesn't hold my interest. And that's just speaking for me. Again, not a huge fan of the property. Huge fan of action figures, though. And as an action figure, it falls kind of short. You can't really get any dynamic posing out of it, which, what I know of the game, it doesn't really get dynamic in the first place. Yes, it's accurate in that regard, but I guess I'm just used to super articulation. So I am a little bit biased. From an action figure standpoint, this is very basic. It falls apart, it's hard to pose, but for some reason the look of it just reaches out and grabs me. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. But if you're a fan of the property and would just like a nice figure of Freddy and the rest, I'm going to say go ahead and buy this. It's not bad in that regard. But if you're looking for an action figure, this isn't it. So, if you like the review, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.